Good afternoon, everyone. This is our ECW review for December 18th, 2007. I'm going to go ahead and introduce this thing because I'm going to hand it over to Scott. Scott's much better at the ECW stuff than I am. I'm not a fan of ECW, so he's going to pretty much tell you everything that happened, comment on it, and I might throw a thing or two. So, Scott,
thank you.
All yours.
Thank you, Chris. I'm an ECW fan more than he is. Although I would say that ever since they started this talent exchange, it's kind of robbed a little something from. What I liked about ECW was that it just had a different feel. It was quieter, it was later, it was smaller. So I kind of like that. But they've taken a lot of that away with the big talent exchange and kind of robbed it of its personality. But you know, that's that. But so I can understand why somebody would be unhappy with the show. But
that somebody being me, I'm not.
But I still watch it. I still like a lot of the people that were on it.
It's obvious that the company is worried about ECW. The ratings have been kind of bad. The whole reason they had this talent exchange is because they're trying to boost the ratings in some ways.
Well, and they needed to expand the pool.
It's still not really working because you're basically just throwing everyone on SmackDown on the ECW. You're not adding anything to ECW.
True.
So, yeah.
And something that I was thinking just momentarily, a moment ago, they've kind of taken a lot of the opportunity for character development out, because now with all the new talent they can just do bang 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 match, but they don't have a lot of the talking, a lot of the growing. So I think the characters have suffered as a result. But that being the case, the show last night, the first match was a tag team match, The Miz and Morrison versus Jimmy Wang Yang and Shannon Moore. Obviously I was very happy to see John Morrison back in action. I was really hoping he would be solo, because I think that team is kind of wearing thin. I think they've really done nothing with it. It's kind of bugging me. But anyway, the two of them versus Shannon Moore and Jimmy Wang Yang. Love Jimmy Wang Yang. I love him. He's an utter delight.
Yeah.
Shannon Moore, I've always been kind of on the fence, but last night I thought he was very good. So I like Shannon Moore, and I liked his pants very much. I was kidding about the pants. No, I kind of like. Anyway. So yeah, Jimmy Wang Yang pins The Miz to win. Morrison, of course, was shocked, angry that The Miz got pinned. So I'm personally hoping that this sows the seeds of discontent that will drive the two of them apart. That's what I'm hoping for.
It's more than likely, yeah. It's only a matter of time. I mean,
I'm kind of
the tag team division on SmackDown is much better than the tag team division on Raw, but still, it's still a weak division. The whole tag team division in the WWE is kind of crap right now.
But I thought Miz and Morrison were much stronger.
I agree. They're much stronger apart than they are together. You're basically just taking two main eventers and mismatching them into this tag team that just kind of is, well, lame, for lack of a better word.
They just don't know what to do with it.
So yeah, it's only a matter of time before we'll see them apart and back in singles competition.
Match number 2, Shelton Benjamin versus, I wrote his name down, Colin Delaney of Rochester, supposedly.
Random jobber.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. He seemed like a nice kid, I guess. He looked like he'd been through the ringer already. He had a bruise or two on his face, poor kid.
Kind of, yeah.
But there's really not much to say about this. Trying to build Shelton Benjamin up as big bad guy, which, I guess that it did what it was supposed to do.
I'm telling you, folks, only a matter of time. CM Punk versus Shelton Benjamin for the ECW Championship. Watch for that match, because it's going to happen very soon.
But I will be starting a Colin Delaney fan site pretty soon, because I think he's my new favorite. But the thing I thought about him was that he was like the polar opposite of Shelton Benjamin. Very tiny, very
white,
not muscular, not a whole lot to him. Then Benjamin was this huge, muscular, strong, forceful black guy, and he obliterated poor little Colin. But anyway, that didn't do a whole lot for me. It was meant to just boost Shelton a little bit. Next match, Kenny Dykstra versus Nunzio. Nunzio was
the elf Nunzio,
dressed as an elf, which I kind of felt bad for Nunzio, because anytime I dress as an elf and get my butt kicked, it feels just kind of embarrassing. So I could kind of
that happens a lot, folks. Believe me.
But Kenny, I kind of have mixed feelings about Kenny as well. He's a likable guy, but I don't quite see where they're going with him. Why he is what he is.
He had a very interesting comment last night watching the show. He said that Kenny Dykstra reminded him of a younger Randy Orton, which a very good point. You know, Randy Orton was kind of the same character when he started in the WWE, just
kind of
really
young and good,
arrogant,
but super arrogant anyway.
Yeah. So, you know, Kenny is kind of the same character. I've heard rumors somewhere that, you know, Kenny's going to get a push very soon. I don't know how true those are, but yeah, you know, Kenny is a lot like Randy Orton used to be. A lot like Randy Orton still is.
Right.
Just this young, arrogant, cocky kid.
Just slightly younger, so kind of what's the point is my question.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, the main event match, I really liked this one. MVP versus CM Punk. Title holder versus champion. And I liked it a lot, and I really like Punk. The more I see Punk, the more I like him. Just he's grown on. I mean, I liked him to begin with, but he's just really grown on me as time has gone by. And I thought it was a really good match. The words that came to mind as I was watching was that MVP is, what did I say? I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it because I thought it was so brilliant. MVP was just arrogant, whereas Punk had this cool confidence about him. So they both were really secure in their positions, and they were both really, you know, go-getters, and they knew how good they were. And it was just I thought it was an exciting match. It just was non-stop. They just were that strong, and they just kept going. It ended kind of stupidly with a disqualification, and it wasn't even a good disqualification, I thought. He had him upside down and was pounding on him. I thought if MVP wanted to be disqualified, he could have done better than that, in my personal opinion. But so MVP gets DQ'd, walks out of the ring, leaving poor lifeless Punk in the middle, and then out comes Chavo Guerrero. What's that all about?
Yeah, I'll admit, I walked out of the room halfway through this match. It's not that it wasn't a good match. It was just kind of pointless. You knew it was going to be a one-time thing, and they weren't going to go anywhere with it. So I was like, what's the point? It was kind of sad that it ended at a DQ, but also predictable. But yeah, Chavo Guerrero, what was that all about? You know, Chavo Guerrero. I mean, honestly, is that where you guys are going with this? CM Punk deserves better than that. No offense to Chavo Guerrero, but he's just not a main eventer in any way. So, yeah.
But the good points of the match, like I said, it was a good, exciting match, but it also gave Punk a really visible, good something to do, because ever since he's been champ, he's just been kind of hanging around. I don't know why they haven't done more with him, or why he hasn't been able to do more. I don't know quite how that works, but this gave him just a really good, visible, quality match, and he looked great. They both looked good, and I thought it was a good moment for Punk. So I say, on the whole, I would say the show, we're doing a 5-star rating, right?
5-star rating.
I would give it a very strong 3.5-ish, 4-ish. I thought it was a good show. I thought it was a really good show.
I'm going to go ahead and go for the same way here. For an ECW show, which I'm not a fan of ECW, but for an ECW show, it was good, so I will also give it 3.5 out of 5, so that is a grand total of 3.5 out of 5 stars for last night's show. So there you have it, folks. That's our ECW review for December 18th.
If you haven't watched it yet, there's a wonderful song that's posted.
That's all him, folks. That really
about an ode to John Morrison, which hopefully pretty soon we'll be seeing more of a solo Morrison.
I wash my hands of that.
Until then, have a look at the song. You might enjoy it.
Anyway, yeah, comments, responses, emails. We'd love to hear them. And check back with us later in the week when we give you our SmackDown review. Quick note. There will be no Raw review for next week since they're having a special show, so it'll probably be later in the week before we give you any sort of new videos to watch. But again, check back later this week where we bring you our SmackDown review. That's it. Have a good evening. Peace.